Are you
So
guys ready to fight?
All Middle-earth knows the tale of the War of the Ring. But 200 years before that,
Riders of the Mark! Brothers of Rohan!
there was an older tale.
Arise!
We come with an offer to strengthen Rohan.
Hera, daughter of Helm, I, Wolf, seek your hand in marriage.
Our fathers speak as if I were not even in the room. I do not want to marry you.
You do not seek an alliance. You seek a throne. You will live to regret
bit of a
this,
bowl, mate.
old man. He's dead. You will pay for this with
It's
your
Helm Hammer.
life.
The boy I knew would never wish for war.
The boy you knew is gone.
Fire!
There's so many of them. I pledged to fight for my king.
You know nothing of war.
I'm the fastest rider you have.
People need hope, Hera. Something to believe in.
My pride, my joy. You could rule the world.
You think I am afraid of you?
You should be.
What does mortal want with rings?
Christmas, eh? Okay then. So the fourth. Is that what age is that? Is that
You
the
came
fourth age, fifth age?
No, I'm pretty sure it's the start of the Third Age still. It's probably like 200 years before the events of Lord of the Rings. I think that's what it said. Yeah,
Anime
it's
Lord of the
probably
Rings. You recognize the guy who made it, Karim or something?
well. I recognize the style. I didn't realize it was going to be in like basically Japanese anime, which is an interesting choice. But yeah, okay. I think they're trying to take the arcane route.
Kenji Kamiyama.
Kameyama.
Kamiyama. Okay.
Kameyama. Yeah, no, I don't know the name, but it says legendary, so he's obviously done other stuff.
Okay. So you have the what guy, the dude with the white beard. What's his name?
Helm Hammerhand. Yeah, he's pretty legendary. He's pretty much Rohan's greatest leader. Pretty much most of like the Rohirrim's culture and all that is named after him. Like Helm's Deep, for example.
Okay. He's in the human category, correct?
Yeah. All of Rohan are human.
Oh, right.
In terms of the Eagles, I know there's like a whole history about them. I'm ignorant again on their names and all that stuff. I don't even know who she is. You guys all rely on me on research. This is supposed to be like not knowing what the review's about.
Oh, I don't know any of this. I'm little.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you, Mitch, because you're like the only one who like knows. You know, like one character that's like.
Yeah, the only
That doesn't
the only one
exist.
that I distinctly recognize from the movies and whatnot is the reference to Helm Hammerhand. I'm assuming this is his daughter, warrior princess. I think I'm gonna say it looks like it's gonna be focusing around her instead of Helm Hammerhand. So yeah, I'm not so sure how I feel about that.
Ooh, against
Ooh.
women.
Yeah, I'm against templates.
Against women and against something else. I don't know.
Again, not only against women, but against anime women.
I'm against templates.
What's templates? Like, what do you mean? Like,
That she's not there to be a character. She's there to be a bloody political statement. So I hope that's not the case because it added so greatly for Rings of Power.
What are you're assuming that's a female though as well?
Joshua,
How do you know that's a female?
put Mitch on trial.
Yeah, she's a female.
Well, she didn't really like. Do you feel like you're getting that sort of vibe from the story? Because I don't. I think it's. I'm not the biggest what's them call it, into heaps of medieval themes as I used to when I was younger, but seems fine. It kind of seems very. The trailer's just telling us like just very like I must do this for my father, the 27th sort of thing like that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything annoying or like if like it started like where like the punch happened and she like grabs the fist and she's like, who knew a bloody woman could catch a man's fist and stuff like that, or I don't know. Here you go and cut this part out.
No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it extra, and I want to have you extra in it. All right, so I'm going to reserve judgment. I don't see how anime goes with the Lord of the Rings theme. I'm kind of, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't suit it very. I don't think it will suit it very well. But we have to wait and see.
Well, you have to remember the original Lord of the Rings film was a cartoon animation, so.
But an
This
anime, like
is
a Japanese style, like
right.
I'm saying like a Japanese style anime. Like I never pictured Lord of the Rings being an anime. So that's a bit of a curveball right there. I thought maybe it would be like an animation, like the original.
Like the old school one.
Yeah. So
that
I
was
don't
like
know.
extra detailed.
Right now, I'm kind of like, oh, it's an anime. I was hoping it wouldn't be an anime.
That's the first thing. Like, please don't be an anime. Please don't.
I like even the fight scenes seem pretty anime. Like this, the camera angle here is like, ugh. Like this doesn't seem very Lord of the Rings to me at all.
Yeah.
This is just like a medieval anime kind of vibe.
With your life.
So
there was like a Vinland Saga that people kept on recommending to me. I think I couldn't really get into it, but I really did like Attack on Titan. I guess that's sort of like, I wouldn't say medieval, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. Would you call it Attack on Titan medieval? But I feel like
I watched the first season only. I would say it's kind of medieval, like
18th, in a certain like
18th
time
century
period in history.
Well, it's not medieval, but yeah, there's a definitely like 18th century vibe or something to it.
Yeah, and it's like they're based in like Germany, which is like it's just like, and they're all their names like Aaron Yeager and stuff like that. It was a bit
European influence,
but I felt like it was pretty it worked pretty well. So yeah, who knows? And there's a freaking octopus monster, Kraken. I guess it's Lord of the Rings, so I shouldn't really be surprised. But like, I mean, it was showing the elephant and the big bird, and I was just like, oh, there's no orcs, there's no elves, there's no trolls, and then like this big octopus thing just goes.
There's octopus eye though.
As much or as little as I know about this war is based around an invasion of Rohan from the Easterlings, men of the East. They do show up in the movies and all that stuff, and giant elephants and all that stuff. But in terms of orcs, I don't think you'll see many of them in this because this whole civil war was basically between men, and probably a little bit of influence from evil. Like the whole reference at the end about the ring, obviously they're going to have some sort of presence about that because they are technically still searching for it at this point in time. Yeah, hard to tell what avenue it's going to take. I hope it's more so around Helm Hammerhand instead of like side stories. Fingers crossed for that. But
was there statues of him in the original Hell Hammerhand?
Sorry,
were there statues of him?
Yeah.
Okay,
in the Two Towers when they retreat, they go to Helm's Deep. Yeah, that pretty much that keep was built because of Helm Hammerhand. And you
Right.
got his horn, which is pretty iconic as well.
Comment time.
Helm Hammerhand is switched out with his nameless daughter.
Yeah,
Whoa!
Oh, get rotted.
that's what I'm concerned about, bro. They did it with He-Man as well.
I think it's a good thing putting a woman in charge. Bing.
It's a first, ain't it?
He's definitely a second. I mean, a first. And here I still really thought it was going to focus on Helm Hammerhand. Damn.
Hell,
Yeah, you nailed it. That's people's
I mean, it looks
concerns.
like. Wait, does he die? Because he sort of like disappears at the. He doesn't disappear. He just kind of stands around when a war happens, and the daughter's just like, "I'll kill you."
From the looks of it, he goes off the wall, and she's pretty much, from the looks of the trailer, chasing after him. So I don't know if that's gonna be half the film, her trying to find her father or anything. But yeah, obviously she's on a quest to make a difference.
Okay. So she was the original hell.
As far as I know, she gets briefly mentioned in the books in like 2 chapters, and that is it. Because that proposal sequence is pretty much all that's focused around her. It's a failed marriage proposal, and then the war begins. So, as far as I can tell, they're going to have a much more bigger role for her in this adaptation. That's as much as my knowledge I can go in terms of this part in the whole Rohirrim history. So, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she did have a bigger role in it. I honestly don't think so. What's all this?
Damn, this guy's gone nuts.
That's Miranda Otto? Okay.
Great delivery. Negative. Multiple Lord of the Rings. Brian Cox's delivery speech like this man like the. Not a lot of hell. Not a lot of Hellhammerhand himself.
Lip syncing to line delivery. What is
Oh
that?
yeah, I noticed that, but I don't really care. That's probably the trailer's fault, Mark.
Helm's. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone's sooking about Helmo, the old Helmo.
I mean, I don't blame them. He's an iconic figure.
Hammerhand.
All right. Well, I'm kind of on the fence with this one, boys.
Ditto. Yeah. There'll be trailer 2 soon enough. That will definitely give away more of what the story's going to be. Hope I'm wrong. I hope the internet's wrong. I hope it actually focuses around the war with Hellhound and all that jazz. But yeah, I'll be on the fence with this as well. I can't really critique it.
If this video gets over 1,000 views, we'll react to the second video.
Nick Minute.
Fuck, I just stubbed my toe on something really sharp.
All right. Well, anything else, boys? We might close it there for this portion of today's. Don't interrupt me.
It's a meh.
It's a meh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a double meh for me because I don't know the law. I barely know anything about Hellhammer.
Hellboy.
Boy, and so I'm like extra don't know what's going on. And from what I look at the trailer, it doesn't look really. It's got like something to it. It doesn't look that exciting. It looks like a TV series. Like I think that's what I was.
I thought it was.
Yeah, like I mean, I was. Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like I feels like I want this probably me nitpicking because it's the Lord of the Rings and it's just a war against humans. I kind of wish they had like more just like ugly trolls and like orcs and crap in it.
I mean, it could. I don't know how much detail there was in the books. There could have been like a team up, but I know most of it's focused around an Eastern invasion, and the orcs at this point in time are still recovering from the previous big war that happened like a century ago. There could be like there's some form of like they're showcasing an Easter egg to the One Ring, so the orcs might have a part to play in it.
I saw that when the very last scene where the guy picks up the ring, he had like sharp hands. Go to that, Jim.
It was probably a Nazgul or an orc.
Yeah, and you
It's at
hear
the
like
very end, Josh.
his voice is just like, "What do they want with this ring?"
Oh yeah.
What does Mordor want with rings?
Yeah, that's a
Monso.
Orc boy or something.
Well, he says, "What does Mordor want with these rings?" So he's not from Mordor, so it could be just some bloody bum with long nails.
Some action, not goblin ogre guy with long
What does
nails.
Mordor want with the rings?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you next time on.
Jim.
Bye.